Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Somebody sent me this photograph, I guess, and asked how you would draw it. I put outlines on mine to kind of make them stand out. And then I actually make it look like a little three-dimensional, but I'm not going to do that in this video. So, two trains of thought, we're going to take the object and lock it. So when we grab something, it would be really favorable to use a three-point curve line and just go from there to there and then curve it. But you have to manipulate it with the shape tool, and it's a little harder and time consuming. And then you have to make another line identical. So my thought would be to use the three-point curve line and go right down the middle, making it a little bit easier because you only have to do one line. So stay with me for just a second, then grab the shape tool, take that handle and bring it down, try to get it kind of in the middle, and you could play with it as long as you wanted to. That's pretty close. Let's go a little bit closer. Grab that, let's bring that node down, bring this handle out just a hair. Kind of got it in the center. Well, we're a little bit off on the other end, but that's good enough. Then, I think the best way to do it would be to take the artistic media tool and pick one that has a flat tail and then just click on it. Well, and then make it a little bit thicker. Make it a little bit thicker again, so you could make it as thick as you want. And at this time, you could really see how to adjust it if they have to be dead on, because it's still in the shape mode. You know, you could minutely move stuff. If you set your nudge factor on like 0.01, you could grab your shape tool and just do one little click. And then you could move your handle. But I think we're really good enough for the video. Now, I'm going to nudge that out of the way, so I'm going to change my nudge factor on. Let's see how big this thing is. It's locked, so we can't really measure it. But we'll put it like 5 inches. And let's nudge this out of the way. And then we can left click, right click, and at this time go to Object. You have to really select it all. Go up to Object and break the artistic media apart. And that's going to give you your line. Get rid of your line. Now let's put this back and draw the arrow part. And I'm a little bit off on this end, so we could come in a little bit. And then just take a 2-point line and go from there to there, there to there, and there to there. Now, we're still locked, so I can't grab it, so I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to see how close my lines are. They're pretty close. I can take the virtual segment delete key and just delete through there. Now that line wasn't perfect. There's a little separation there, so we can grab with the shape tool and just put it past, and then we can do that right there. So we have the first one done. Now it looks a little funny. I don't think the bottom arrow is far enough, but you can always adjust that to your liking. Now we need to take the Smart Fill tool, it happened to be on green, and let's nudge it up out of the way, and let's get rid of all this. Now we can, because we're nudging, we can nudge it down. For a second, I'm going to make it dark blue, because that way we can see if it's on top of that arrow or not. And I think we're pretty close. And for the one that I'm doing it for, they could take a little more time. Control D and make a duplicate. Holding down the shift key, make the next one a little smaller. Man, I got it pretty close. And then this is where you'd want to change your nudge, like 0.01, and just minutely nudge it into place. Do not worry about the color. Control D and make a duplicate, taking this handle, bringing it down. Let's place it in there. Probably made it too small, so we can make it grow. And then this is where you'd want to look at the tails. I don't think I'm big enough yet. So let's take that and just hold down the shift and it'll grow from the inside out. And if that's, I think it's this one. So we need to take our shift tool and bring it down a little bit. Stretch it out. There we go. Now do one more. Control D. Now, if I was doing it for real, I'd take a little bit more time. But it doesn't, I don't know if it has to be that perfect. He just wanted to know how it was done, and then I'm just going to let it grow outwardly, and then let's stretch it that away a little bit. Now, let's nudge these out of the way. Whoop, got to change our nudge factor like to 2 inches. Well, that's not far enough. Let's move it back. Let's make it that 5 inches. And if you had to use those same colors. So we're going to go ahead and color them now. And I'm just going to use these colors. So I'm going to get the eyedropper tool and take a sample there, put it in there. I'm going to get the eyedropper again and take a sample there and put it there. Get the eyedropper again, take a sample, put it there. Eyedropper again, and fill it in. Now we need to do the order. If you look, the green's on top, and so they're going downhill. So what we can do is, this one is going to be on top, so we need to grab the green, and you can see right there I've got green grab. Go to Object, Order, Front of Page. The next one's in order, but we need to do the red, Object, Order, Back of Page. Now the purple one, we need to go Object, Order, Back of Page. And then that way the green's on top, the yellow's on top of the red's on top of the purple. I'm pretty close to the picture, I think. And then you could always add outlines if you wanted to make it stand off a little bit, and then change it something. I'm going to fix that right now. I'm using somebody else's file. Hit F12 on your keyboard and change it to, I like working in points. So grab it all and make it 1 point. Let's make it a half a point, just to kind of make it stand out. Now, it's not 3-dimensional, and maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll make one where you could actually make it a little more 3-dimensional. That looks pretty good. Let's look at it. I always like looking at in a black background. Kind of makes them stand out. Object, Order, Back of Page. That looks pretty good. Now the black background or black outline is gone, but other than that, it's perfect. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.